They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Bengals' 44-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I got you. I got you.
On third down, Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Fourth down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Now Joe Mixon fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. I think you have to say this crowd here in Seattle, this 12th man had something to do with that.
As well as the architect of this stadium, combined with this crowd noise, makes it very difficult to run offense. And here, 2 points result for the defense.
It is deafening in here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On second and 9, Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13, Finley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Finley here, 3rd and long. He's going to air it out deep for Green, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Let's go, fellas.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Geno Atkins picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
After the sack on first down, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
47-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Three down. Hey, switch gears.
Got it.
Hey, Mike 52.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll check that down to Carson. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, it's Carson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Give me some. Here we go.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's caught, Lockett. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Gun.
Check 52's the mic.
Now it's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
We want it. Got it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Check safety, check safety.
One left, one left.
Penny, a first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Wilson now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at first and 10.
Go.
51's the mic. Stay with
12.
Here's Wilson operating from the gun. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, I'm coming.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Mike 51. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Zebra.
Mike 51. You go night. Go Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm down.
There.
Rip left. Let's go. Mike 51.
Now Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, 72 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Cut. 280.
52 right here.
Get up for signal.
Target.
Hey, alert.
Back two's the Mike. Mike back two. Mike.
From the gun, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun to give to Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Again, it's Mixon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Finley. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Mike 52. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Let's go. Good guys, 4 down.
On 1st down, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That one good for 33 and a first.
Let's go.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
On the snap.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Finley. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
On 3rd down, Finley. He gets this one to Boyd. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Finley lost it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out.
Mike 52. Check pass.
Mike 52. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He lets it fly from Lockett. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, Finley is going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wilson going to throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Cincinnati. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. So Dalton now. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles as a rookie, there to make the stop.
Mike 51. Here we go. Mike 51.
24.
Let's go. Defense. Go, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up.
Now Wilson on 3rd down. That's caught by Penny. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Here we go. We got heavy. Everybody scoot up. Heavy.
It's complete to Lockett. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. This is Carson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And this one's incomplete.
Hank's almost going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. On 3rd down, Carson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A 43-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Seahawks, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew.
Treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried I'm straight. Me and Craig my problems, let me. When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it.